The Forgotten Lighthouse. They told me not to go there, to the old lighthouse on Blackmore Cliff. It's cursed, they said, abandoned for good reason. But curiosity is a stubborn master. I found myself at its rusted gate as the storm clouds gathered overhead, the waves crashing violently below. The lighthouse loomed above me, its light long extinguished, its windows dark and uninviting. As I stepped closer, the air grew heavier, and a faint hum seemed to emanate from within, pulling me forward despite my better judgment. The heavy wooden door groaned as I pushed it open, revealing an interior that time had forgotten. Dust coated every surface, and the air was thick with the smell of salt and decay. The spiral staircase twisted upwards into darkness, its iron steps slick with moisture. Strange symbols were etched into the walls, glowing faintly in the dim light filtering through cracks in the stone. As I placed my foot on the first step, a cold breeze rushed past me, carrying with it a whisper I couldn't understand. Each step up the staircase felt like a battle against gravity. The whispers grew louder, overlapping into a cacophony of indecipherable voices. Halfway up, I noticed something odd. Barnacles and seaweed clung to the walls, as though the sea had claimed this place long ago. The light from below began to fade, leaving me in near darkness. That's when I saw it. A trail of wet footprints leading further up, too fresh to belong to anyone from the past. I reached the top, breathless and trembling. The keeper's room was cluttered with ancient, waterlogged furniture. A desk sat in the corner, papers scattered across its surface. They were soaked, but I could make out fragmented phrases. The light is alive. Don't let it go out. And it watches. A strange object sat on the desk. A brass lantern, its flame flickering despite the lack of fuel. When I touched it, the whisper stopped. Instead, I heard a deep, resonant voice. Why have you come? Drawn by an unseen force, I climbed the final steps to the lens room. The massive glass lens was intact, but instead of reflecting light, it seemed to absorb it. The storm outside raged with unnatural ferocity, the wind howling like a living thing. Through the lens, I could see the ocean below, but it wasn't the ocean I knew. The waves were unnaturally still, and shadowy figures moved beneath the surface, watching, waiting. The voice echoed again. Turn it on, or they will rise. The brass lantern felt heavy in my hands, its flickering flame almost extinguished. I hesitated, unsure if I should place it within the lens. The whispers returned, this time pleading, warning me to stop. My reflection in the lens looked wrong, its eyes hollow, its mouth curved into a silent scream. The voice boomed once more. Light the way, or darkness will claim you. The shadows beneath the waves began to stir, their forms growing larger, more distinct. With trembling hands, I placed the lantern in the lens. The light burst forth, blinding and searing, filling the room with an unearthly glow. The shadows recoiled, their anguished cries piercing through the storm. But the light didn't just repel them, it revealed them. Countless forms, human and inhuman, writhing beneath the waves, their eyes locked on me. The lens began to hum, vibrating violently as the light grew brighter. My reflection screamed, and I felt a searing pain as if the light was tearing me apart. I woke up on the shore, the lighthouse standing silent and dark once more. The storm had passed, but the air felt heavy, charged with an unnatural energy. My hands were burned, the marks of the brass lantern seared into my palms. I never told anyone what happened, but I see the lighthouse in my dreams. The shadows call to me, their whispers promising that one day the light will go out again, and this time there will be no one to stop them.